I have a friend that studies the night before an exam and he gets 3.88. The highest is 4.0 and he got 3.88. I study months before an exam. I keep on practicing and training my knowledge leading up to the exam. And I get a 4.0, the full marks. But he's still more intelligent than me. Why? This is what intelligence truly means. It's not the result. It is the rate of learning, how fast you can learn, how efficient you can do it. And so even though he got a lower mark than me, he's still much more intelligent than me because he spent much less time than me. All the time that he saved up, he could have used to do something much more beneficial. And so if you are hardworking, you can learn one chapter a day by studying 8 hours. But if you are intelligent, you can study 1 hour a day and finish that chapter in 1 hour. And this is just an exaggerated, oversimplified example that is unrealistic to achieve in real life, because who can simplify a whole chapter from 8 hours into 1 hour? But this shows the difference between intelligent and not intelligent people. This applies to everything: social life, work, learning new things, handling emotions and stress. Everything in your life you can learn and improve, and it depends on how fast you can do it. And there is a belief that you need to get rid of right now. The belief that you can't change your intelligence because it is natural and you're born with your IQ score, like for example. You can change your IQ score, you dumbass. And even with different starting points, even with this unfairness in this world, you can put in the effort to change your mind, to change how fast you think. So how does intelligence actually make you speed up in your learning? What is the thing that goes through your head? Intelligence means being sharp in every moment, being observant and perceive every single change in what you're doing. True intelligent person uses every single detail to make decisions on what to change and what to keep. And to achieve this, you need ultra focus. You need to be very concentrated on your work at every moment to notice every single change in it. So what does this mean? When you go to the gym, it is so easy to have a plan beforehand, and you just go in, do all the reps, do all the sets, spend 1 hour in there, and then get out after you finish your mission without even feeling the whole process throughout that 1 hour, just doing it mindlessly just to get it out of your system. It is so easy to live life like that, not being intelligent, sleepwalking throughout your work, throughout everything you do, doing it mindlessly and repeating it every day without knowing it's inefficient, or you could go higher than your potential. You could do better and you don't even know that. And so what if we put in the focus and we intentionally find out what do we need to change? You go into the gym and you realize, I've been working for a few months, but why am I not making progress on my shoulders, my triceps, but I'm actually only making progress on my chest? And so you do your normal workout routine. You go work on your chest first, and you feel very tired afterwards, and then you continue working on your shoulders and triceps. If you just put a little bit of thought into it, if you just put a little bit of energy while you're working, you will just realize, I was tired out after working on my chest because it takes up the most amount of energy, and that's why I'm not getting much more progress on my shoulders and triceps, because I've run out of energy to do it, to work on it afterwards on my push day. And so just putting a little bit of processing in your mind can make you switch up your routine next time, so that you work on your shoulders and triceps first, and then you work on your chest, which is already big, to maintain it. That is a process of learning. It might take you 1 month to realize that. It took me 4 months to realize it. And so I might not be as intelligent as the person who realized this sooner. And so the possibilities of you improving is limitless. There is no potential to your improvement as long as you just put in the focus to think, to learn from every single mistake and change in your work. So there's this rule called the 80-20 rule. 20% of what you do affects 80% of the outcomes. It gives 80% of the results of the things that you want, the rewards, towards a specific goal. And the other 80% of work that you do will only bring 20% of the results. That means there's an unbalanced distribution of the outcome and the work you put in. 20% of things, you just need to focus on those 20% and you get 80% of the results. In studying, the useless 80%, it will be mindless note reading, making colorful highlighted notes to make yourself feel good. Girls do this a lot, and I've been calling them unintelligent since I was primary school, but these are the 80% that's useless in your work. You can do all of these fluffy shit, and then in the end, it'll only contribute to like 20% of the outcome. What about the most important 20% of work? These 20% will bring 80% of the results and the rewards. Doing questions that actually make your brain think, that ask the main points that you're studying about, so that you get to solidify the knowledge in your brain and remember it fully, and also make you understand it. If you don't focus on looking for these 20%, it's hard to find it, and you don't really know that it will bring out most of the outcomes, even though it's so important. So true intelligence is finding out step by step, day by day, and changing constantly your process until you truly reach that 80-20 ratio of work, so that you can do 20% of the work and get 80% of the results. So it might be hard to implement the knowledge that I've given you because it is so abstract. It's not something I can tell you to do, like do 20 sets of push-ups and you'll get the muscles. It's not something like that. You need to take your own time to reflect. Think of new ideas, think of what went wrong that you're not getting the results that you want, and think of what you've learned throughout your journey. So the step that I'm going to give you that is easy to implement, it is important to take alone time where you spend by yourself to do all of these, to think basically and reflect. And it's surprising how thinking can change your life. It can just improve it, skyrocket by the compound effect. You get a new idea, you use that idea in your life, and it will change your life forever. It's surprising how people can stay average just because they're not even thinking in life. They're just sleepwalking mindless sleep every single day. And so intelligence is the rate of learning, how fast you can improve yourself. And of course, hard work, effort, discipline, mental strength, everything is important for you to get the results that you want, to live your best life. But intelligence is what is going to skyrocket it. It's the catalyst for it to increase in a faster rate. To you, joining us on this journey of self-improvement, our future is bright.